What's up, ya hooligans? Linda Cohan, an Upper Township man accused of running down a motorcyclist in his truck and then speeding away, has been indicted for attempted murder. Good. Noah Frost allegedly told police that the damage to his white Dodge Rams must have happened while it was parked in the Harrah's Atlantic City parking garage. Yeah, they're not going to buy that. But an investigation found that Frost was involved in a hit and run, which witnesses said was the result of what appeared to be a road rage incident. Both men are members of the Pagans Motorcycle Club. Atlantic County Prosecutor Damon Tyner previously said, but it was not clear what caused an issue between the two. The victim, identified in the indictment as Benjamin DePilla, was critically injured in the crash. His current condition was not released, but the defense was expecting medical records to be provided under a protective order. Frost, 35, pleaded not guilty Thursday and remains in the Atlantic County Justice Facility. He was indicted on 6 counts, including aggravated assault by auto, and leaving the scene of an accident that caused serious bodily injury. Ross has been offered a 10-year plea deal. Assistant Prosecutor Christopher Diepzio told the judge. Defense attorney Carlos Montier was given a loving disc of evidence, according to the information given during the brief hearing arraignment before Superior Court Judge Bernard DeLury. Frost is due back in court October 17. DePilla was arrested in 2016 as part of an investigation into drugs and gun related to the so-called outlaw motorcycle gang. He pleaded guilty in 2017 to cocaine manufacturing, distribution, and prohibited weapons, and was sentenced to a year probation court show. Damn. By Frank Stanfield, he is a correspondent. David R. Gutter Donovan, 40, of the Kingsmen Motorcycle Club, was shot multiple times in a confrontation with the Outlaws at a Circle K convenience store in Leesburg. Tavares prosecutors have dropped charges against 4 Outlaws motorcycle members who were scheduled to stand trial in the murder of a rival club member during the 2017 Leesburg Bike Fest. Quote, the credibility of the witnesses to these events is lacking such that the case cannot be proven beyond and to the exclusion of every possible doubt, Assistant State Attorney Emily Curlington said in a memo on Thursday. David R. Gutter Donovan is in the hospital. Ooh, man, that is messed up. Do you notice how they waited this whole time before dropping the charges on this? Now, I wonder what they were talking about. Anyway, there were 15 to 20 outlaws in the parking lot, including Mark and Knothead Knotts, 50 of Ocala, and Miguel Angel Torres, 39 of Rockledge, who were scheduled to go on trial Monday. Jesus A. Manera, 38 of Lehigh Acres, and Gregory A. Umphris, 33 of West Palm Beach, were charged and were supposed to be tried later. The Kingsmen said the Outlaws were demanding that they support their gang or disband. And they talked. They kept trying to get us to go around the back of the building and talk, which we're not stupid. We know what they're trying to do, especially when you can see them kind of peekabooing around the corner, said Justin Milik in a sworn statement. It was basically set to be an ambush for us. We made it clear we were not leaving the camera's sight, because if they were going to kill us, at least it would be on camera. You're a rat. The Outlaws forced them to go around to the side of the store. They said that the Outlaws were trying to rip off Donovan's vest with his, quote, colors or cut club patches, and the one of them was holding a knife to his throat when someone yelled, quote, shoot that expletive. Milliket and the Kingsmen members Sean Kearney's and Brian Larrabee ran into the store. Milliket opened the door and fired his handgun into the parking lot, hitting Knott 3 times. These are the known facts. Kingsmen have given contradictory stories, even contradicting their own testimony. And although 2 guns were recovered at the scene, police were never able to find the murder weapon. Kearns, for example, first identified Umphris with a gun in his hand, but later said it was Taurus. God, right. Larrabee gave a sworn statement saying that Umphris took his gun and his vest off his person, but later said the gun was in his motorcycle saddlebag. Milliket was asked in a deposition in 2017 if Donovan was able to get off a shot. Quote, I think he did, but we never recovered any firearms. None of these guns were recovered from the scene. However, during a deposition on September 5th, Milliket admitted to Umphris' attorney that he had Donovan's gun. The attorney asked him to recall his testimony during Umphris' bond hearing in July. Question: do you remember what you said about that gun when I asked you? Answer: yes, sir. Question again: what was it? Answer: that I didn't know where it was. Question again: were you lying? Answer: yes, sir. The trial could have provided a rare peek behind the scenes of motorcycle gangs. Well, the Kingsmen, who pride themselves on being a non-affiliated motorcycle club and thereby not aligned with any clubs that may be at odds with the Outlaws, did not believe themselves to be in any danger. Leesburg police noted in their investigative report. The Outlaws proudly call themselves 1%ers. Quote, the one of 100 of us who has given up on society and the politicians. One-way law. This is why we look repulsive. We are saying we don't want to be like you or look like you, so stay out of our faces. Easy enough. Umphris' fiancé described the Outlaws as a, quote, brotherhood during his bond hearing. Well, what does that mean? Asked Assistant State Attorney Hugh Bass. You idiot. Quote, family, she said. Way to go, girl. Quote, we're a family club, Milliket told police. We don't like to do those things. It's not who we are, he said. Most clubs, especially 1%er clubs, the club is above everything else in your life. Above your family, above your job. They don't give a damn about any of that. Some of them you literally have to sign your house and bike and everything over to your club. And ours is different. It's family comes first, job comes second, and then the club. The Federal Department of Justice doesn't seem to see a distinction. Of course they don't. Last year, U.S. prosecutors in New York State convicted 3 Kingsmen of multiple charges in a major racketeering scheme, including murder. David Perk, 68, of Eustis, who was listed as the national president, Timothy Blaze Urick, and the treasurer from there. The defendants and their associates transformed the Kingsmen Motorcycle Club into a vicious gang.